Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Sound check. Testing 1 2. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear us. Testing 1 2. 1 2. It's I.S.U.P.K. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear us. Who's that? Somebody got 1 in the chat? Jada? Okay, and some other people, I guess, right? Good. Okay. We good to go?
Right.
You ready, Troop? Shalom, Israel. With I.S.U.P.K. start off 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General YAHANNA, where we teach blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians make up the 12 tribes of Israel. We are not affiliated with any other Israelite group. Officer Isupk teaching the class for Sabbath service here in South Carolina. Well, we had a beautiful class last night in We're going to kind of continue it a little bit here because what do we have to say? There's no love in Valentine's Day. That what we had in there? Ain't no love in it, man. We're going to get into that in a little bit here. Teach people what real love is and show our people that the Most High loves us, the blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians. So if you're a black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, then you are actually under command in General YAHANNA. So get up in the I.S.U.P.K. and learn what you would have to do, what the Most High would have for you to do. You know, instead of sitting around there smoking weed, smoking dope, and trying to get involved and trying to get all ready for this Valentine's Day. But we're going to show you. This will be kind of like part 2 class, right? And we're going to get up in the class. You ready, Troop?
Okay.
Modern Shabbat. State your registry.
Kalakza, Banya, Banya Shala.
Kalafza, Banya Sharala.
Yahabashin, Yashabrakta.
Yahbashim Rabshakratah. La Shala.
La Shala.
The scrolls. Sir, Panya Hakuyo. They turn to face the east. The Lord's Prayer. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Bashmaya.
Bashmaya.
Kadash.
Kadash.
I.S.U.P.K.
I.S.U.P.K.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malakaka. Daba'a. Atazayka. I.S.U.P.K. Barataza. Awa. I.S.U.P.K. Shemaya. Talanawa. Nakam. Koyawam. Asalakinawa. Kawapinawa. Asalakinawa. Kawapinawa. Mala'a. Daba'ayinawa. Anasayawan. Labal. Awashayinawa. Ayan. Rai. Ayah. Laka. Amalakwa. Allah, the Paraf, Aladium, Aman. What we said in the Hebrew, we say in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not to temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, the glory, forever. So be it. Bless Israel. Yahweh. Bashim Yahushua. Lock it. Hakak the power. Yahweh. Bashim Yahushua. Babakusha. Nathanawa. Hakak. Larpa'a. Kal Malaka. Wakal Marawa. Hakak. Atahar. Abatazariam. Hakak. Lahakwem. Amapium. Hakak. Arakawaf. Amata'ala. Lagarshim. Bashim Yahushua. The water. Aman. What we say in the Hebrew, we say in the English. Lord, in the name of Yahushua, please give us the power, the power to heal all manner of sickness, all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it. Bless Israel. Yahweh. Bashim Yahushua. Rakanawa. Asherala. Mayabayaf. Sarapariam. Barak. Rapa'ah. Magan. Hagan.
All of Israel.
The man of Yahanna. All of the generals. All of the captains. All the officers. All the troopers. All of the young men. And all of the wives and families of the I.S.U.P.K.
All the wives and families of the I.S.U.P.K.
Bashim Yahushua. The water.
Aman.
What we said in Hebrew, we said in English. Lord, in the name of Yahushua. Lock it. Bless us. And Israel. And the school. Bless, heal, shield, and protect. Our loved ones. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it. Psalms 121. Asha'ah. Ayanya. Ahawariam. Ma'ayan. Yaba'a. Azariah. Ma'ain. Yahweh. Ashah. Ashemayim. Wadrataza. Ayatan. Namawat. Galyaka. Ayanawam. Shamaraka. Hanala'a. Yadawam. Wala'ah. Ayashan. Shamaraka. Sharala. Yahweh. Shamaraka. Yahweh. Tazalka. Ayai. Yamyanka. Yamam. Ashamash. La'ah. Yakaka, Wayarak, Walayala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Makal Rai, Nashamar, Afnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tazaatka, Wabaatka, Ma'ata, Wa'ai, Awalam. What we said in the Hebrew, we say in the English. I lift up mine eyes to the hills, from which cometh my help. My help comes from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be
He
moved.
will not suffer thy foot
He
to be
that
moved.
keepeth thee
He that keepeth
will
thee
not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth
he
Israel
that keepeth
shall neither
Israel
slumber nor
shall
sleep.
neither slumber
Lord
nor
is thy
sleep.
keeper.
The Lord is thy
Lord
keeper.
is shade upon thy
The
right
Lord
hand.
shall shade
The
upon thy
sun
right
shall
hand.
not smite thee by
The sun shall
day,
not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by
nor the
night.
moon by night.
Lord will preserve thee
Lord will preserve thee
from all evil.
from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy
The
soul.
Lord shall preserve thy going
The Lord
out
shall preserve
and
thy
thy
going out
coming
and thy
in
coming
from
in.
this time
From
forth
this time forth
and even
and even
forevermore.
forevermore.
Psalms 83. Alahaya.
Alhai.
Adamya.
Adam
Laka.
Yah. Laka.
Atagarash.
Atagarash.
Wa'al.
Wa'al.
Kashikwat.
Kashikwat.
All.
All.
Kayahana.
Kayahana.
Awabadiga.
Adabadiga.
Yahama.
Yahama.
Yawan.
Yawan.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Almaka.
Almaka.
Yarmawa.
Yarmawa.
Sawada.
Sawada.
Wayatha.
Wayatha.
Yatazawa.
Yatazawa.
Atazawanyaka.
Yatazawa.
Amrawa.
Amrawa.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakakadam.
Kakadam.
Magaya.
Manaya.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Nakaza.
Nakaza.
Sham.
Sham.
Yasharala,
Yasharala,
Awada,
Awada,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Natazawa,
Natazawa,
Laba,
Laba,
Yakadwa,
Yakadwa,
Ayaka,
Ayaka,
Barayaf,
Bariyah.
Yakarafwa,
Yakarafwa,
Alahaya,
Alahaya,
Arawam,
Alawam,
Washamai,
Washamai,
Alahayam,
Alahayam,
Awaba, Wagariam,
Wagariam,
Gobal,
Gobal,
Wamawan,
Wamalak,
Wamalak, Palashat,
Palashat,
Anyashabika,
Anyashabika,
Tazawar,
Tazawar,
Gamashawar,
Gamashawar,
Nalawa,
Nalawa,
Imam,
Imam,
Ayawa,
Ayawa,
Zarawai,
Zarawai,
Abanyalawa,
Abanyalawa,
Salah,
Salah,
Asha Yalaha,
Ashallah,
Kamadian,
Kamadian,
Kasaya,
Kasaya,
Sara'ah,
Sara'ah,
Kabadian,
Kabadian,
Banakol,
Banakol,
Kakwashwan,
Kakwashwan,
Nashabwadwa,
Nashabwadwa,
Ba'awan,
Ba'awan,
Da'ara,
Da'ara,
Ayawa,
Ayawa,
Daman,
Daman,
Ladama,
Ladama,
Yashathamwa,
Yashathamwa,
Nada,
Nada,
Yamawa,
Yamawa,
Karab,
Karab,
Wakazabak,
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 Wakazal,
Wakazal,
Mana'ai,
Mana'ai,
Kalnasakamwa.
Khan Sankawa,
There you go. Asha,
Asha,
Amrawa,
Amrawa,
Asharisha,
Asharisha,
Nanawa,
Nanawa,
Af,
Af,
Na'awa,
Na'awa,
Alahayam,
Alahayam,
Alahaya,
Alahaya,
Shayathamwa,
Shayathamwa,
Kagaya Gaya,
Kagaya
Kakwash,
Gaya, Kakwash,
Napanyarakwa,
Kapanyarakwa,
Ka'ash,
Ka'ash,
Daba Ari Ara,
Dabari,
Wakalaba,
Wakalaba,
Dalahat,
Dalahat,
Hawariam,
Hawariam,
Khan,
Khan,
Daradakma,
Daradakma,
Basa Iraka,
Basa
Wasaba,
Iraka,
Wapaka,
Wapaka,
Daba Halam,
Halam,
Mala'a,
Mala'a,
Panyaham,
Panyaham,
Kwalawan,
Kwalawan,
Waya,
Waya,
Bashkwashwa,
Bashkwashwa,
Shaka,
Shaka,
Yahawa,
Yahawa,
Shabashwa,
Waya,
Waya, Bahalwa,
Bahalwa,
Ayaid,
Ayaid,
Waya,
Waya,
Kaparwa,
Kaparwa,
Waya,
Waya,
Abalwa,
Abalwa,
Waya,
Waya,
Da'awa,
Da'awa,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Atta,
Atta,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Yahawa,
Yahawa,
Labaka,
Labaka,
Ayawan,
Ayawan,
Al-Kal,
Al-Kal,
Haratazah.
Haratazah.
Sorry.
You ain't reading it in English.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. What we said in Hebrew, we said in English. Keep not thy silence.
Keep not thy silence.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
Be not still.
Be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo thine enemies.
For know thy enemies.
Make a tumult.
Make a tumult.
They that hate thee.
They that hate
have
thee.
lifted up their
They
head.
lifted up
They have
their head.
taken crafty
They have
counsel
taken crafty
against
counsel
thy people.
against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden
Consulted
ones.
against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
Come.
Come.
Let us cut them
Let
off.
us cut them
From
off
being a nation.
from being a nation.
The name of Israel,
The name of Israel
may be no more
be no more
remembrance.
remembrance.
What they have consulted
They
together
have consulted together
with one consent.
one consent.
Confederate against thee.
Confederate
The
against
tabernacles of Edom,
The tabernacles of
Israelites,
Edom, Israelites,
Moab,
Moab,
Hagarenes,
Hagarenes,
Gebal,
Gebal,
Ammon,
Ammon,
Amalek,
Amalek,
the Philistines,
Philistines,
the inhabitants of Tyre.
the inhabitants of Tyre.
The Shures also
The
joined with
Shures
them.
also
They
joined
have
with
hope in the children of
They
Lot.
helping the children of
Do
Lot.
unto them
Do
as
unto
to the
them
Midianites,
as to the Midianites.
as to Syria,
As to Syria,
as Jabin,
as Jabin,
the brook Kasam,
Kasam,
which perished in Endor.
perished in
They
Endor.
become dung as
They
the
become
earth.
dung as the earth.
They
Dung as the earth.
make their nobles like a Reb,
Make their nobles like a ram.
like Zeeb,
Like Zeeb.
all the princes of
All
Zabah,
the
and
princes
as
of Zabah, and as
Amunah,
Amunah,
who said,
who said,
Come,
Come,
let us take to ourselves
let us take to
the
ourselves
house of God
the houses
in
of God
possession.
in possession.
O my Yahweh,
O my Yahweh,
make them like a will,
make them like a will,
as a stumble for the
as a
wind,
stumble for the
as the
wind,
fire to burn the
as the
wood,
fire to
as
burn
the
the
flame
wood,
to set the mountains on
Flames set
fire.
the mountains on fire.
So persecute them
So
with thy
persecute
tempest.
them with thy tempest.
Make them afraid of thy
Make them
storm.
afraid of thy storm.
Fill thy faces with
Fill
shame.
thy faces with
Make
shame.
they seek thy name.
Make them seek thy
O
name.
Lord,
O Lord,
let them be confounded
let them be confounded
and troubled,
and troubled
forever.
forever.
Yea, let them be put to shame,
Yea, let them be put
and,
to shame
perish,
and perish,
that men may know
that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone,
whose name
is
alone
Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
the Most High,
the Most High
of all the earth.
of all the earth.
Sorry. Appreciate that, truth.
Okay.
Okay, you put the scrolls down. Lock it. Shabu needs to be seated. Who got in the chat over there?
You got Sister Shara
Hurrah.
checking in.
Good.
And you got Sister Kim checking in.
Sister Kim and Sister Jada got a lot of.
Oh yeah, Sister Jada checking in.
Right.
Triple Lacoma checking in.
Trooper
Yeah,
Lachumwan, okay.
Triple Kalatas checking in.
Right. Sloppy. Grab Deuteronomy 13, okay? 13,
Okay,
I
okay.
believe it was 13:6.
Okay.
Clock for a second. Let me grab something. Okay. We good?
Oh, slap. You want me to redo the practice in the mirror one more time?
Hmm?
You want me to do the smoke one more time?
No, we good for right now. Okay. Where we at? You gonna give me 7 verses, right?
Okay.
Well, we appreciate the people in the chat for joining us, you know, sisters and brothers out there. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Baraka Thumb to all my brothers, Yahweh Shema Alatash, Bashem Yahweh Shai to all my sisters. Where we at? Deuteronomy 13.
Okay.
Give me 7 verses there. Right? You're gonna read 6 to what? 7 verses, that'd be 13, that'd be 14, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, you said verse 6.
See it up there?
Okay.
Up to the top up there?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Deuteronomy 13:6 out the Hebrew.
Right.
In the Hebrew. Waha Naba Ya'a Haha Wa'a Awa Kalam Haka Lawam Haha Wa'a Yawa Mata Kaya. The bar.
You know what that means, the bar?
Speak.
There you go. Clap it up for that, brother. Means to speak. Keep going.
Sarah. Al. Yahweh. Allah. Yakam. Hama. Wataza. Ya'a. Ata. Kam. Ma'a. Rataza. Matazar. Yam. Waha. Padak.
That's it.
Maba. Yata. Abba. Da. Yam. Abide Yam. Laha. Da. Laha. Da ya. Kap. Man. Hada. Rock. Ashar. Taza. Wak. Yahweh. Allah. Hayak. Lala. Kata. Ba. Waba. Arata. Harai. Makwa. Rabak. Verse 7. Kawa. Kaya. Yasa. Yatak. Aha. Yak. Ban. Amar. Awa. Banak. Awa. Batak. Awa. Ashat. Ho. Koya. Par. Kaya. Par.
Where you at? Right there?
Kaya.
Right here?
Kind. Kaya. Par.
That's Kaya Kwak.
Kaya Kwak. Awa. Ra'ai.
Rak.
Rak.
Is Ra'ik.
Ra'aik.
Ra'ayak.
Ashar. Kana. Pa. Shak. Wash.
Read that again. Go ahead.
Kana. Pa.
Shak.
Shak.
Right. Just read what's there. That's all you got to do. Go ahead.
Basa. Tar. La'a. Mar. Nala. Ka. Wana. Abar. Ha. Allah. Hayam. Aka. Rayam. Ashar. La'a. Yada. Yadai. Ta. Ata. Wa'a. Bata. Yak. Verse 8. Ma'a. Lahaya. Ha'a. Mayam. Ashar. Sabah. Yaba. Tayakam. Hakar. Bayam. Allah. Yak. Awa. Hara. Kakwa. Yam. Mamakak.
It's actually, I'm sorry. It's Mamak.
Makwa taza. Ha'a. Rataza. Wa'aid. Kwataza. Ha'a. Rataza. Verse 9. La'a. Ta'a. Ba. Lawa. Wala'a. Tasha. Ma'ai. Allah. Yawa. Wala'a. Taka. Wasa. Aya. Nak. Allah. Yawa. Wala'a. Taka. Mala. Wala'a. Taka. Sa. Allah, Yahweh. Verse 10. Kawa, Haraga, Daha, Raga, Nawa, Yadak, Daha, Yaha, Bawa, Bara, Asha, Wat, Na, Laha, Maya, Tawa, Waya, Wayada, Kala, Ha'aim, Ba'a, Kara, Ba'a, Kara, Na, verse 11. Wasa, Kwala, Taya, Ba'a, Banayam, Wama, Ta,
Wamath.
Wamat, Kaya, Bakwash, Laha, Daya, Kath, Ma'ala, Yahweh, Allah, Ha, Yak, Hama, Wataza, Ya'ak, Wa'ak, Ma'a, Rataza, Matazar, Yam, Maba, Yatak, Abba, Dayam, verse 12. Wakala, Yashar, Allah, Yashar Allah, Yashar, Ma, Wa, Salaka, Yashar, Ma'awa, Wa'a, Ra'a, Wa, Wan, Wala'a, Yawa, Sapa, Wa, La'ai, Shata, Kada, Bar, Harai, Hazaha, Bakwa, Rabak. That's it.
That's it?
Kind
Is that 7? Let me read the last one.
Yeah,
Right?
that was 7.
That was 7?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. Okay, good. Clap it up for that. All right. Pick it up and give me Deuteronomy. Find it for me in a Bible there. And pick it up for me. Deuteronomy, let's see, where we at? What did it start at?
13:6.
13:6. We're going to give a little scenario here about the Bible, about what the Most High was telling and had been telling all the way really from Moses being in captivity. Who have in the chat right there?
Nobody right now.
Okay. Well, we got people in no new people. That's what you mean, right?
Yeah, no new people.
All right, read. Go ahead.
All right. Deuteronomy 13:6.
Right.
If thy brother, the son of thy mother, or thy son, or thy daughter,
Right.
or the wife of bosom, or thy friend, which is as thine own soul, entice thee secretly, saying, let us go and serve other gods.
Serve what?
Serve other gods.
Go ahead.
Which thou hast not known, thou nor thy fathers.
Right. In other words, the God of these holidays, right?
Right.
What we talked about yesterday. We gave a little preamble there in Lashiwan Kuda's class, did we?
Kind of.
The God. What's the God that's getting ready to come up here, man? What's this one of his popular days, man? Because we saw a woman on the street corner just a while ago selling some flowers. What we selling? Balloons?
Yeah, flowers, balloons, big teddy bears.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen. This is a popular day for the sisters, man, especially the sisters that want to control the household, man. That's what we're going to talk about a little bit more. We're going to elaborate that on a little bit more. We're going to tell you a little bit about what's that Valentine's Day, right?
Kind of.
That's the holiday, but the Most High said these are like if somebody entice you secretly, come on, man, let's go do this, man. Let's just any holiday, don't matter what it is, but these are these are like other gods, really, right? That's what that is.
Right.
I mean, when you're looking at a holiday, that's the Most High gave us holy days. But when you look at a holiday like Valentine's Day, that's another day that's put on here that the oppressors has put on a show front for us to try to follow.
Right.
And we foolishly follow it, man. Right.
Kind of.
But and so what it say? Let us go and serve what other gods? Pick that up right there. Yeah. It say which is read that again. I'm sorry. Slock.
From the top.
Verse 6 from the top. Yeah.
Deuteronomy 13:6.
Right.
If thy brother, the son of thy mother,
Right.
or thy son, or thy daughter,
Right.
or the wife of thy bosom,
Right.
or thy friend,
Right.
which is
that includes everybody there.
Right.
If anybody come up there, right?
Right.
That's basically, I mean, it's talking to the brothers, of course, but it's this is aimed for the sisters too, because you're supposed to be following your husband, right?
Right.
We're gonna get into that. Go ahead.
which is as thine own soul,
Right.
entice thee secretly, saying,
Right.
let us go and serve other gods.
Yeah. Let's go. In other words, let's go. Let's go. Let's go party for Valentine's Day, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
Which thou hast not known,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
thou nor thy fathers.
Right. We ain't know nothing about Valentine's Day, did we?
La
Well, we learned this about, man. We learned about Valentine's Day
from the oppressor.
under the oppressor, right? And the oppressor would teach you anything about any day to take your mind off of keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, man.
Right.
Right? Let's read a little bit about this. Let's see here. What is Valentine's Day? Anybody know out there? Let's see. You got anybody know the definition? Let's see. I got it right here.
Not yet.
Here. Read this right here. Let's see. Read that right there. Just that right there.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah, read it loud and clear. Go ahead.
Valentine's Day is a holiday that's properly observed as a day.
Is what? Is popular. What is it?
Popularity
Popularity. Okay, go ahead.
observed as a day to celebrate love, especially
Celebrate what?
celebrate love,
That's what we're going to get into. Celebrate love, man. Go ahead. Finish reading.
especially by those in romantic relationships.
By romantic relationships. They celebrate love, right? As if because we don't know the Bible of what we're reading, man. The blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians should know what love is.
Right.
But we setting up here substituted for a Valentine's Day, man. A Lupercalia, Romulus and Remus. That's all of this. That's all it is. I'll read it again. Valentine's Day is a holiday, right? Popularly observed as a day to celebrate love, especially by those in romantic relationship. Who are those in romantic relationship?
So-called boyfriend and girlfriend.
Boyfriend and girlfriend, husband and wife. You know, you're already married by the definition of the Bible, right?
Right.
What's marriage, Kalataza?
Sex is marriage.
You're already married, man. When you have sex, you lay down with that woman, man. You married to her. Woman, when you open up your legs to that man, you're married to that man. That's your man. And you know, it ain't your boyfriend no more. That's your
husband.
That's right. That's your husband, and vice versa. So and then it says right here, Valentine's Day is traditionally observed by what? If you read that right there, changing what? Changing gifts.
Yeah, Sister Jada said.
Go ahead.
A day for ladies to stretch their man out.
Yeah, that's it's a day for ladies to stretch them. That's what you talked about yesterday. Go ahead and read that right there. And here's the stress coming right here. Let's talk about what this stress is. Read that.
Valentine's Day is traditionally observed by exchanging gifts or cards called Valentines.
Right. That's Valentines, right? There was a Saint Valentine's, you know. Go ahead.
It can also be spelled Valentine's Day.
Right.
It's sometimes called Valentine's Day.
So exchanging cards and gifts and buying the the woman, the woman wants a car from their man, right?
Right.
And that's what it is. And then if you don't get one, all hell gonna break loose, right? You don't believe that? Just look at some of these relationships around here, man. But they said, let us go and serve other gods, man.
Right.
So now you make Valentine's Day another god. That's all it is, really. Okay. But that's the same. It kind of sound like what Eve did when she was in the Garden of Eden, right?
Right.
Where we at? Finish reading that.
Verse 7.
Yeah.
Verse 7.
Right.
Namely, of the gods of the people which are round about you, not unto thee.
Read that again. Namely what?
Namely of the gods of the people which are round about you.
Israel around. They had Edomites to the south. They had
Africans.
They had Africans over there. Hamites, right?
Right.
Who else?
Ammon.
Japanese. They had the Chinese, the Moabites to south of the Arnon River.
Right.
You know, where what's her name? Ruth lived, but Ruth is an Israelite. You know.
Right.
But then that's a whole nother subject, and we're gonna get off on that, right?
But
finish reading that. Go ahead.
Not unto thee, or far off from thee.
Right.
From one end of the earth, even unto the other end of the earth.
Other gods, man. Name the other gods of people. These people are around about you, so you're gonna learn their ways and their customs, right?
Right.
Just by being around them.
Right.
That's what the Most High was trying to warn us against, man. He was trying to warn us against these other gods that you don't need to be bothered with. Just like Sister Jada said, it's a day. This is a day to stress men out. That's what really is going on there. It's stressing them out because they got to try to keep up with the Joneses. They got to keep up with it, and we talked a little bit about it. I didn't, we went on. We couldn't help it. We had to get into that, didn't we?
Right.
But that's what it is. Go ahead. What you got? Verse 8. Where we at?
Verse 8.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Right.
Verse 8. Thou shalt not consent unto him.
Right.
Nor hearken unto him.
Not. Yeah. Go ahead. Read.
Neither shall thine eye.
In other words, let's go back. If somebody consent until these gods that one of your buddies and friends, stuff like that, they're trying to entice you to go after Valentine's Day, right?
Don't agree with it.
They said it again.
Don't agree with it.
Right. Don't agree with that. And what this is saying, thou shalt not consent. Don't consent unto him.
Right.
Don't listen to him. Look up consent. Look that up. Look that word up for me, Kalabazar. Go ahead. You got your permission to use the phone this time.
We got Sister Natasha checking in.
Sister Natasha, glad. Well, let's clap it up for the people in the chat, man. These sisters understand this Valentine's Day, man. They understand. They good comments for this. That's what we like. We got brothers in there too in the chat, right?
Kind on.
Right. Well, we got Lakamawan and other brothers, sisters. Got sisters there.
And triple Kalatazar.
Who's Kalatazar? Go ahead. Look up consent, because that's what the Bible says. Is you could, if somebody's asked you to go serve these other gods, you simply shouldn't consent to it. Go ahead.
Consent. At the Oxford Language Dictionary.
Go ahead.
Consent. Permission for something to happen or agreement to do something.
Don't agree with them.
Right.
Don't get permission for something to happen. You don't need nobody permission to go ahead and serve no wicked Valentine's Day that some Saint Valentine done came under and made a whole day. This all stuff come from the Catholic variety of Christianity, man. Right?
Right.
Right. Yeah, remind me of that, right? Do that.
Officer Murdoch.
Yeah, remind me of that. Okay? Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You know, on these wicked holidays, when someone asks you to consent to that, then don't do it. And see, we get this stuff from the other nations, man. We get this. Let's turn to Genesis. Let's talk a little bit about. Let's get off of that for a second. We'll come right back to it, right?
Right.
Give me Genesis 3 and 1. We'll talk about what Eve, because that's what Eve done. Eve, she did some consenting. She's supposed to be listening to her husband, right?
You said 3 and 1.
Yeah. And let's find out. Eve got into a little understanding that she shouldn't have gotten into.
Right.
Right? Who else we got? Oh, that's still Natasha. Okay, good.
Okay.
Right. Go ahead.
Genesis 3 and 1.
Right.
Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the
The
field.
serpent, man. That's Satan. Go ahead. And go ahead.
Which the Lord Yahweh had made.
Right.
And he said unto the woman, have Yahweh said, ye shall not eat of every tree
Right.
of the garden.
Right.
Verse 2.
Eve sitting up there speaking to Satan, wasn't it?
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 2.
Right.
And the woman said unto the serpent,
Right.
we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden.
What are the fruit of the trees of the garden, man?
Knowledge.
Their knowledge, right? Clap
Right.
it up for that brother, right? That's these other nations' knowledge.
Right.
We don't need to be going until they Valentine's Day and all this other wickedness. If you bring it back up to these days, to this age and time right now, we're not supposed to be reading. Going. Eve shouldn't even have been. First of all, she shouldn't have been talking to the serpent.
Yeah.
She should have done what?
Should have ran away.
She should have got her husband.
Yeah.
And run away and get her husband, right? Clap it up for her. This ain't magic, man. Just go get a husband.
Right.
What the hell is this? Go ahead. Read.
Verse 3.
Uh-huh.
But of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, Yahweh hath said, ye shall not eat of it,
Right.
neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die.
Wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold. Who's doing talking here? Let's go back. Genesis 3 and what?
3 and 1. No,
Okay.
we had 3 now.
3 and 3. Go ahead. Read that again.
Genesis 3 and 3.
Right.
But of the,
Go back to 2. I'm sorry.
Genesis 3 and 2. And the woman said unto the serpent.
Yeah, she's sitting up here doing what? Conversing with the serpent, right?
Talking.
All out of order.
Right.
That's the first thing you see. This woman out of order, right? Go ahead, read.
We may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden.
Right. Here this woman ain't have the knowledge of what she's supposed to have.
Right.
And she's sitting up and converting to a giant.
Right.
to a serpent.
Right.
Right? Go ahead.
Verse 3. But of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden,
Right.
Yahweh hath said,
Yeah.
ye shall not eat of it,
Right.
neither shall ye touch it,
Right.
lest ye die.
Right. It ain't touching. I mean, she got it all. She lining everything up, talking about not touching. But here's the point. This knowledge, man. This knowledge that that they have. Valentine's Day and Halloween and any other day they got out there, right?
Right.
The false day. This is something that we shouldn't be learning of, right?
Right.
Because what she should have gotten Adam and said, Adam, what's he talking about here? Get behind him, in other words.
Right.
Don't This time you don't even stand. A woman shouldn't even be standing on the side. She should be where? But behind the man looking like, what is he talking about? This man trying to talk to me.
Right.
She shouldn't be sitting making sit, shouldn't even be with him.
Kind of.
Right? But what she said, finish reading.
Verse 4.
Right.
And the serpent said unto the woman,
Right.
Ye shall not surely die.
You ain't gonna die if you eat them pork chops. This is the knowledge of good and evil. This is that knowledge that he knew how to get to Eve, man.
Right.
Because first thing he did, how did he know? How did Satan know that? Because this is what this is how the white man get to us. Because that's the Satan is his daddy. So how did the white man entices us? You ain't gonna surely die. The USDA, Food and Drug Administration, say, man, I'm gonna stand. This is the knowledge of good and evil, right? This is that knowledge that the Most High said, don't even be bothered with this, man. But Eve wanted part of that. Why?
Because she was envious.
She wanted, and she was envious of it, and she wanted control.
Right.
She didn't want to listen to a man.
Right.
So if you don't listen to your man, guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna fail. And you're going to think that you got control, and you don't. You think you can worship on this Valentine's Day. You think you can go ahead and eat these pork chops. You think you can climb the stripper pole. You think you can have ham, shrimp, and lobster. The USDA, like I said, the USDA can stamp on this package. You can eat it. It's fit for consumption. Now, this is what the white man say. You can eat it. It's fit for consumption. Read that again. Where we at? Verse what?
Verse 4.
Yeah, Go ahead, read that.
And the serpent said unto the woman, Ye shall not surely die.
Yeah, you ain't gonna surely die. Because you ain't. I mean, just because you didn't fall over right then and there, right? From smoking that cigarette, right? What does it say on that cigarette stamp?
You can catch lung cancer.
You can catch lung cancer, man. But they still go ahead and open that pack up. You know what the people say? This is my last pack.
Right.
This is the knowledge of good and evil, right? This is what you wanted it. Here you go. You got it, you know. But what did it say? You could get lung cancer. It may cause
throat cancer.
It may a woman's pregnant shouldn't even smoke this.
Right.
Well, and see, because our people go ahead.
And then they tell you all the poisons that they got in it.
All the poison they got in it, man. Nicotine, this team, that team, all kind of bull crap, and then people smoke it like they ain't got no sense. And then you can see, anybody got sense, man, ought to see that if I put here a piece of ham and put it in the aisleway, it ain't gonna have no refrigeration.
Right.
This is meat, man. This is meat that's not fit for consumption. But what is it, USDA? I think it's United States Drug and Food Administration or something like that, right?
Right.
They say, oh, it's okay to eat. You give yourself about 40, 50 years, then you might die. I mean, that's what it's saying.
Right.
That's what it's saying. I mean, it's basically saying that it's okay. But this is what Eve's sitting up here talking to the most subtle. Read that. Who was that? Subtle. Go back there.
Genesis 3:1.
3:1. Yeah.
Now the serpent was more.
Is that 3:1? Yeah, that's right. Read that. Go ahead.
Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field.
That white man more subtle than anything. He will slick Eve over. He will slick us over. And he's doing it by attacking the woman.
Right.
Because if he has that, he know that man gonna follow. Because we got a lot of weak men out here. Go ahead, bro.
Salaki, if I may.
Go ahead.
I forget what scripture it is, but it said if you want to bind the strong man first, go into his house and
that's right.
And basically go to his woman, you're gonna weaken him.
You're gonna weaken him. Yeah, we get into all that. Yeah, just that's exactly right. You bind him first.
Right.
You got to get over him. But that's what this serpent was doing. That's what the devil. Read that again. Now the serpent was what?
Now the serpent was more subtle than any.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field.
Right. And either the beast of the field or these other nations, but this serpent was what? More subtle
than any beast.
That means more sneaky, more crafty than any one of them, right?
Right.
That's what Esau is.
Right.
I mean, he listened to his father. He said, "Go ahead and eat that." Matter of fact, throw them a plate of pork over there. Who else going to sit up here and eat stuff that's abominable that will make us die?
Right.
We're not fit for that, man. But we did it, right?
Kind on.
Where we at? Verse what? Read that.
We're going back.
No, we good for that.
You gonna go back to first Bible?
Yeah. But that's what Eve was. Now let's say that's trying to teach. Yeah. But in Genesis 3:3, read that again. Because this is what Eve is. She's trying to teach, right?
Right.
And what does the Bible say about a woman teaching?
The woman, he suffered not a woman to teach.
Suffer not a woman to teach, right? But
Right.
read Genesis 3:3 again. And why she's sitting up here trying to say this? Go ahead.
Genesis 3:3.
Right.
But of the fruit of the tree, which is in the midst of the garden,
Right.
Yahweh have said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it.
Eve's speaking a sermon, ain't she? She's got up there, got her book, Bible over. Read that again.
But of the fruit of the tree, which is in the midst of the garden, Yahweh have said,
Right.
ye shall not eat of it,
Right.
neither,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
neither shall ye touch it, lest
Right.
ye die.
Right. Lest ye die. In other words, Eve's sitting up there preaching a sermon, man.
Right.
She's sitting up. She should have been listening. And we're gonna get into that. She's sitting up there listening to the white man and his knowledge, and that's what it is. That's what we're going. That's what's going on right now. No side said, don't even be bothered with the other nations in their false. What is that? Valentine's Day.
Right.
All of the things that will bring us to serve other gods. That's what's going on, man. That's why, how long we going to be simple, man?
Right.
How long we going to be simple and learn and learn the way of the heathens? How long we going to be simple, man? When we going to stop? When are we going to learn? When is our men going to learn how to control their wives? When is our women going to learn how to stay home and be a Proverbs 31 woman, man?
Right.
When is that? Sitting up here. As a matter of fact, the man working hard, right?
Right. Kind on kind.
Teaching, but the woman wants to be the head, right?
Kind.
But matter of fact, give me 1 Corinthians 11:3 right there. Let's put a stop to this and show the woman that you shouldn't be sitting up here stressing your man out, as Jada said, right? What we got in the chat over there?
Sister Jada said,
What she say?
kind sir, she was doing way too much.
Yeah, way too much. Because she's on her soapbox. All she had to do was just listen to the wisdom of a man. The man would have shut all that down, right? Go into that right there. Give me let's show who the head is. Who's supposed to be the head of the household, man? And that would have shut all that down. The Most High has a system of rank, man, and order, right?
Right.
Right.
You said 1 Corinthians what?
What I say? 11:3.
1 Corinthians 11:3.
Right.
But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ,
Right.
and the head of the woman is the man,
Right.
and the head of Christ is Yahweh.
Right. The head of. Read that again. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But I will have you know
Right.
that the head of every man is Christ.
Yeah, we have a head, and Christ has a head. He's got God over him, right? Go
Right.
ahead, read.
And the head of every woman is the man.
The head of what?
The head of every woman is the
Whether
man.
you like it or not, woman, the head of all of you women out there, especially in I.S.U.P.K, because you're supposed to know better. And I.S.U.P.K is the what?
Is the man.
The Bible says it's the man. That's the whole point. So don't go stressing him out over Valentine's Day, man. Don't do that. Is there any more on that?
And the head of Christ is Yahweh.
The head of Christ is Yahweh. Right, let's drop that. And woman, give me the woman should have been following the man. She should have really been silent, really. Matter of fact, let's give me 1 Timothy 2:11 there. That's one thing that this woman should have been. She shouldn't have been conversing with this subtle beast in the garden in the first place. Sitting up here because he said, go enjoy Valentine's Day. Go and eat some pork. Go and eat some shrimp, crab, and lobster. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You ain't gonna surely die. You ain't gonna stress your man out, but that's the opposite damn happen. What you got? This is what the woman should have been doing this instead of on her soapbox. Go ahead, read.
1 Timothy 2:1.
Right, 2:11.
Oh,
right.
So like it. First Timothy 2:11.
Right.
Let the woman learn in silence.
Let the woman do what?
Let the woman learn in silence.
Right.
With all subjection.
All subjection to who? Her man.
Her man.
Right. She's supposed to be learning quiet and sitting up there and saying, and honey, get behind and talk to him, lay some strategy to him. Let him. It's strategic for you to go and talk to your man.
Right.
Not this subtle beast. Oh, he gonna tear your ass. I'm sorry, it's locked. He gonna tear you apart. That's what's happening right now. That's why we got confusion. That's why we got women going out here trying to be like the next woman next door. Well, Barbara, where Mary, she going up the street. They next door having a party. What are you talking about? What's that party you was talking about?
They having a lingerie party.
A lingerie guy. What the hell is a lingerie party? Any woman out there in the chat know what that is? A lingerie party. Elaborate in the chat. Go ahead. Have y'all heard? At least tell me if y'all heard about it. Concert or something. Out of ones. Just say something that you've heard about this lingerie party. Well, that's the first time I really ain't paid no attention to it. Because if it is, that's like adultery going on there. There's homosexuality going on there between the women. They sitting up here dressed up in all kinds of garments that's totally illegal to be dressed up in front of women. God help us.
Right.
Go ahead. You got somebody in there?
Sister Jada said, "Con, sir."
She's heard of that, right? And that's what's going on. And I'm sure we got more women that's heard about that than Sister Jada. But I appreciate that, Sister Jada, for you telling us that. But that's what's going on out there, right? It's okay to have a lingerie party with your husband, right? What you got?
Sister Jada said, definitely wicked. And Sister Kim said, I think Sister Kim saying she heard of it. And
that's right.
Trooper Nayar checking in.
Trooper Nayar checking in, right. And these are things that, you see, when you stress your man out and trying to get the money to go and do all these things, now you got to have a little gift box to go get your lingerie, get it ready. All these little pretty things trying to find out love. There ain't no love in Valentine's Day, man.
Right.
It just ain't there. But that's what Satan and these white men out here and these white women want you to understand. That's Esau. That's the devil. White man's the devil, right?
Right.
He's the devil. That's the most subtle beast in the field, man. The women looking for a day of love. That's what they have. They love it. But what they don't know is they bringing this man to the lowest estate he can be by chumping him out, breaking him. He ain't got no money, right? She's taking this man to about as low as he can get, right? Because he's sitting up there, hold his hands up here. What the hell am I going to do? I can't stop from going to this because he's weak. Go ahead.
Then if you take him out on a dinner for Valentine's Day, you're going to spend probably about $200.
$200. Hey, exactly. $200 damn dollars for a Valentine's Day dinner, that you can't afford. Okay, that's $200. You done spent. There goes. Okay, $200. You got your candy, you got the flour. How much we got? About $300, $400, $500.
Yeah, that's about $300.
Let's be realistic. Say about $400, right?
Plus the jewelry.
Plus the jewelry. Fill the cart with gas because you got to go. You got to go out. Plus the jewelry. And now you got to take her out. Then you got to drop her off, and she got to go to a lingerie party, right?
Right.
These are the things that our men are stressed out with, man. They can't just say, hey,
got Sister Kim.
Right.
She said, I had.
Take your time, read it.
She said I had an older distant cousin, and she would have the parties for the older women to come and see the lingerie. I think they would have alcohol and food, and they would buy it from her.
You're clapping up for the sisters in there, right? Sister Kim, Sister Jada, and all these other sisters in there that understand this, man. Who's Sarah and all them, everybody. Y'all understand this, man. Well, y'all, at least if you ain't been involved, then at least you've heard about it or seen it, right?
Right.
Because that's what they're doing. These are just because somebody got to spend money on this.
Right.
And there goes the rent. There goes the water bill. There goes the light bill. There goes the everything bill, the food bill. I mean, you know, this is just like hell. The man can't function because he got to sit up here around your ass about some damn, slocky for the language, about surrounding Valentine's Day, the day that the Most High wanted to not get you involved with these other knowledge of these other nations, right? You stretch the man. Now give me Proverbs 6:26, man. By you have brought this man to a little piece of damn bread. That's what you've done. You brought him to a simplicity of a bread, not complex at all. You've lower stated him, man. You brought him to a to feeling bad. I mean, you know, you got to because, but now and all of that, and then some of these wives don't love the husband anyway. You just if you don't do it, you're gonna go to another man.
Right.
Right? So you punk out and you go out there and say, well, let her have her day, you know. Hey, listen. You in my household, no Valentine's Day ain't gonna happen.
Right.
You know. Go ahead. What you got there?
Proverbs 6:26.
Right. We trying to show you how not to become this right here. But this is what the woman, a day for ladies to stress a man out. And Valentine's Day has brought this man to this point. Go ahead.
Proverbs 6:26.
Right.
For by means of a whorish woman.
Means of a what?
A whorish woman.
Mark that woman because that's what she is. She's a whorish woman to do this. Go ahead.
A man is brought to a piece of bread.
Brought to a piece of bread. Go ahead. Finish reading.
And the adulteress will hunt for the precious life.
She hunting for that life, ain't it?
Right.
Finish reading. That it on that?
Kind on kind.
Man brought to a piece of bread. Hold on to that. Man trying to satisfy this woman, man. Brought to a piece of bread. Low, his spirit low now, man. Right? Candy, flowers, clothing, shoes, working overtime, buying a lingerie so she can go to her lingerie party, right? Overtime for nothing. I mean, that's what it is.
Right.
And when you add it all up, and she still leaves him to put him on child support.
Right.
She still leave him. She gonna leave you anyway if you like that because you weak, right? Instead of putting your foot down, man, and saying, "I'm going," you know, you ain't gonna do this, right?
Right.
Go ahead. You don't want to have the women. Listen, you can't have a woman have. Give me first. You got the apocrypha? I got it. You ain't got it.
Okay, yeah, that's down now.
Won't you give me first Idris, right? First Idris. I'm sorry. You ain't got the apocrypha.
Yeah, I meant.
Thought you would have had that apocrypha up here,
I
man.
meant to bring it up, but I forgot.
That's all right. We'll give you a buy this time, right? Let me see. I got one right here. There you go. All right. Go ahead. Talk to me. Give me first Idris. 4:22. Trooper.
First Esdras 4:22.
Right.
By this also ye must know that women have dominion over you.
They got don't you let a woman have dominion over you, man. Any more on that? Go ahead.
Do ye not labor and toil and give and bring all to the woman?
Is that it? Is that it? Is that putting the nail on the head?
Right.
Read that again, man. Read
First Esdras.
Right.
4:22.
Right.
By this also ye must know that women have dominion over you.
Yeah, what's dominion, man?
What, like a control, like?
Read that. Look that definition up. Dominion. Hold on to that right there. Look dominion up. Basically, it's the power over you, the domain. Like they got it over you, man. Because a woman know what they got. They understand. I'm just going to put it just simple like that. They know that you looking at that sex and you looking at that like, man, I got to get this box, man. I'm just putting it down, quite bluntly here. Look, man, I got to go ahead and bow down to this woman. But that's what this text is saying. Don't let this woman have dominion over you. But I'm saying the woman have dominion over you, right? That's if you do this, buy this, know it, right?
Right.
What you got? What's the definition of dominion?
Dominion, not the Oxford Language Dictionary.
Right.
Control.
What is it?
Control.
Say it again.
Control.
The Bible said, the Oxford Dictionary says dominion is what we're saying right here is what?
Control.
Control. You let this man have control over you when you do that, right? Read that again. Now read it. Let's read that again. 4:22.
First Esdras.
Right.
4:22.
Right.
By this also ye must know that women have dominion.
Control. Read it again.
Top. By this also ye must know that women have dominion over you.
And control over you, right?
Right.
Go ahead. Read it again. I'm sorry. Finish reading.
Do ye not labor and toil?
Do you not labor? You not go out and do the overtime we've been talking about? Do you not labor, go out and work your job and go from job to job trying to find the working 2-3 jobs to satisfy this woman? Read.
And toil?
Right. And toil. You know what toil is? It's like working. I mean, that's working hard. Right. And I'm toiling. I'm about to got calluses on my hand and on my feet and pulling my hair trying to satisfy the goddamn woman. Slocking for that, man. Go ahead, read.
And give and bring all to the woman.
And you bring it all to the woman. She still puts you on child support.
Right. And
she go and bang on the bed with another man. Right? I mean, that's what the reality is. And you think, oh, woe is me. But that's what the woman, what you got over there. She's playing you, bro. Go ahead. Huh?
No, ain't nobody right.
Yeah, but that's what it is. That's why you don't give her control over this Valentine's Day. Put your foot down, man. But that's what they think is a day of love. There is no love in Valentine's Day, man. There's no love in these holidays out here. This wickedness that we have out here. There's no love in that, man. Right. What we at? Drop that and give me first. What did you read? 1 Timothy 2:12.
Kind of.
Did we read that? Okay, got you. All right, but that's what Eve was trying to do. She had it in her mind. I ain't gonna go get at her. I want control. I want to listen to myself. But she ain't got the wisdom to really do that. That's what she needs to understand, man. Give me Job 39:17 because it come out of my mouth. Y'all look at me like I'm some sort of Kazakh some sort of ogre or some sort of terror. Let's let the Most High tell you exactly like it is. Read Job 39:17 for me. Trooper Kalataza, Baba Kwasha. Take your time. That's what you got to do. Find those scriptures, bro. That's why I say now you see you can't use your phone. You got to when you go out there, you got to find them. We're gonna let you have time because that's what it takes. Yeah. That makes you even stronger, right? These laws, statutes, and commandments is what's gonna make men strong, right?
Right.
Let's find out. This is why you should listen to your husband instead of what Eve done, right? Instead of what the sister was doing in First Esdras, having dominion, right?
Right.
Take your time. Job 39:17. You got it? All right. Let me see if I can find it for you. Huh? It's in the middle of the Bible. You got it? It's right before Psalms.
I got it.
You got it?
Job 39:17.
Okay, take your time. Now you see why I say for you guys to go through that Bible and put your hand on all these scriptures because that's your power right there, this Bible, right?
Right.
Go ahead.
Job 39:17.
Yeah, where we at? Okay, go ahead.
Because Yahweh hath deprived her of wisdom, neither hath he imparted to her understanding.
Read 39:16. Let's read it right above. Let's make sure we got everything on that.
Job 39:16.
Right.
She is hardened against her young ones, as though they were not hers. her labor is in vain without fear.
Right.
17.
Right.
Because
So, so you know it's talking about a woman, right?
Right.
She's hardened against even the children, man. Go ahead, read. This is the man's children. Read that again. Go to 15. Read that.
Job 39:15.
Right.
And forgetteth that the foot may crush them, or that the wild beast may break them.
Right.
She is hardened against her young ones,
Right.
as though they were not hers.
Right.
Her labor is in vain without her.
Right.
Without fear.
Right.
Because Yahweh have deprived her of wisdom, neither have he imparted to her understanding.
The Most High has deprived the woman of wisdom. And what else? Finish reading.
And neither have he imparted to her understanding.
He departed her to understanding.
Right.
So in other words, Eve in Genesis 3 didn't have the wisdom or the understanding to fight against the most subtle beast in the field. So that's why she can suck in Valentine's Day and think it's a day of love. Should have been listening to the husband. Husband would have known. Because we ain't full with no emotions like that, man. We don't have, women have feelings like that. And they're supposed, listen. You ain't supposed to have, a man ain't supposed to be simple like that. Right? We ain't supposed to be, and I'm saying this to the point that you ain't supposed to have the wisdom that the man is having right here. Because you're not the head of the household. Right? You're there for a helpmate, and not just for sex. You're supposed to comfort this man, be supportive to him. But you basically read that again. Let's make sure people understand that she's deprived of wisdom and understanding. Read it.
Job 39:17.
Right.
Because Yahweh have deprived her of wisdom.
Right.
Neither have he imparted to her understanding.
Yes, she don't have the understanding and wisdom that she needs to be able to do that. That's why you let your man do that, all right? That's just something God has given us, right? A lot of people, a lot of women don't understand that, but that's really what's going on with a lot of our families, man, because that's why you find our women out here wanting gifts and candies and cards, because they don't understand that that's not even wisdom. Right? That ain't even understanding. You see what I'm saying? They want to serve like we read in Deuteronomy 13:6. That they want to read. Go back there to Deuteronomy, if you could, for me, Baba Kasha. Well, we had Deuteronomy. I think it was 13 and 8, right? Yeah. So trying to serve other gods, and that's what cause it wouldn't be wise. That's the reason why a woman need to listen to their husband. It wouldn't be wise to go and worship these Valentine's days, man. That's why our men have to be. That's why the Lord got on us men, man, to check us, man. Go ahead, read. 13.
Deuteronomy 13:8.
Right.
Thou shalt not consent unto him, nor hearken unto him.
Right.
Neither shall.
That's people who's trying to make you go do that, right?
Right.
Go ahead, finish reading.
Neither shall thy eye pity him. Neither shalt thou spare. Neither shalt thou conceal him.
Right. Don't conceal him.
Right.
You're gonna be found out anyway, right?
Right.
Right. In other words, back then, what they did, verse 9, go ahead. We're showing you what happened back then to people who trying to worship other gods. Go ahead.
But thou shalt surely kill him. Thine hand shall be first upon him, to put him to death.
Right.
And afterwards the hand of all people. Salakia. And afterwards the hand of all the people.
Right. Right. In other words. The back then, for worshiping other gods, man, they used to go. Right now, we do Valentine's Day and Memorial Day, New Year's, and Martin Luther King's Day, and all kinds of days, man. Back then, you simply cut off. And here in I.S.U.P.K, we don't do that. So you are cut off. If you're out there in some sort of fake Israelite camp, then you basically cut off.
Right.
You're going trust me, because you're going to sit up here and worship some Valentine's Day. You're going to sit up here and go after that. But you know, a man can have more than one wife. But that's what a lot of these camps, they get caught up. So, oh no, I can't do that. So they get caught up in the ooey gooey feeling of, well, I gotta have love. But a lot of people just don't understand. A lot of women don't understand. A lot of men don't understand it, right?
Right.
Because you know, of the from Eve, let's go back there. What happened in the garden, and Eve wanted to love all the knowledge of the other nations, right? That was actually the beginning of sin. Did you know that? Give me Ecclesiasticus 25 and the Apocrypha, 25 and 24. The beginning of sin is what happened. That's the reason why this knowledge, man, of good and evil, going after, ain't nobody ever talk about no apples and biting no apples and all that. It was biting all these knowledge, like Valentine's Day, which we're harping on here. That's the main thing. Who we got somebody in the chat over there?
Nah.
Okay, go ahead.
Ecclesiasticus
What I say? Ecclesiastes
25 and 24.
Go ahead.
Of the woman came the beginning of sin,
Mm-hmm.
and through her we all die.
We all died. And so what does that mean? We all start dying.
Right.
The Most High, that's why we need salvaging, man. We all start dying from eating all this bad knowledge and wanting to go after, follow the most subtle beast, wanting to follow the wickedness of America, wanting to follow the Africans, wanting to follow the wickedness of the white man, which is the most subtle beast in the field here in America, right?
Right.
That's what we all die because of what Eve simply done.
Right.
Read that again.
Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die.
Right. That's we all die. So you can't be no more dead in destruction, dead and in the destruction of the path of America than following what Eve has put on us, man. You know, and man following it, and Adam just followed it. And now the Most High's got to clean all that up, man. That's what he's doing. That's why he said. But, you know, you got a lot of people think, oh, Adam, you know, Eve should have been following her husband. Simple as that.
Right.
But no, read that again one more time, Baba Bashar.
Ecclesiasticus 25 and 24.
Right.
Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die.
Right. We all die. But the beginning of sin, all because she wanted to go out and enjoy another Valentine's Day and bring the man to a piece of bread. Make him lowly as he can, man.
Lucky if I may.
Go ahead.
That's the start of an independent woman.
That's an independent woman, right? That's exactly right. That's the start. That's how it started. And because, you know, a long time ago, matter of fact, they used to give a woman, they used to march. I can't remember who that marched. I think I did a class on that where the women they march in the street. That was their first time marching. Well, in America that I've seen, marching down the street. Go ahead.
The feminist movement.
The feminist movement, right? And that was white. Who was starting it? Was it black people or white people?
White woman.
There you go. Most subtle beast, right?
Homosexual white woman.
Yeah. Yep. That was long time ago. It's a whole nother class, but that's what it is. We're not supposed to be envying our oppressors. So our black women, we go out and we say, how come? Because back then, you know, back in the days, a woman was sitting there with her kids, man, clean up the house, wear a dress, sweep up the house, man, fry some fish, bake some potatoes, man, and cornbread or whatever, and collard greens, and put a big plate in front of that man, feed him first.
Right.
Because he's the one. Without him, I mean, you know, what would you have? But that's the man was the breadwinner back then. Now a woman got what? How many children she got?
Five children, 8 baby daddies.
And 8 baby. I mean, I'm just saying. Not all that the women I.S.U.P.K. We have delivered our our women from all of that. But out there in this world right now, we got how many? 5 babies and 8 baby daddies, right? Or what'd you say? What'd you say?
5 babies and 8 baby daddies.
5 babies. And Lord have mercy. Yeah, how you have 8 baby daddies? You mean 5? What?
Probably not had 3 abortions.
Yeah, and on the real, women have an abortion. No, because she's wise, but the Bible says you've been deprived of wisdom. So if a woman would do that, then she'll certainly having a Valentine's Day is nothing to it. That's why she's looking for love instead of trying to find her husband, which is the head of her. Anytime you get into the confounds and conformity of the Bible, of the Most High, and keeping the commandments, then you'll understand what love is, right? What the Bible says, what's love? So this is love. Give me 1 John 5:3. Did we read that yesterday?
Okay.
Right. Read that. Bible Kashah. Right. The reason why I'm spending a lot of time talking about the woman, because that's the starter of all the sin of what Eve done was wanted to go out and start worshiping. She didn't want to listen to her man, and Adam certainly didn't should have been sitting up there controlling this woman, right?
Right.
But he didn't. Go ahead.
1 John 5:3.
Right.
For this is love. For this is the love of Yahweh.
Right. This is what love's supposed to be. Because there's no love in Valentine's Day. That's our title, right?
Right.
So what is love? Kalakazar, go ahead.
That we keep his commandments.
That we do what?
Keep his commandments.
Go ahead.
And his commandments are not grievous.
Right. Keep his commandments, right? For his commandments are not grievous, right?
Right.
You know, what does that mean? Commandments not grievous.
They're not meant to hurt you. But
Read, look up grieve. Look up grievous. Look up that word. Right, look that word up. Look up grievous. And let's put that word back in it. Let's find out what it is. Because basically a woman, like I said, you may think that you're wise, but go, and if you don't have a husband, a woman out there, then your camp leader is acting as your husband, your father. You know, to have a husband, you got to have sex with the man.
right.
Under command of General YAHANNA I.S.U.P.K. There really ain't no other way. Or other than that, you're a whorish woman out there. You know, you can't just sit there, you know, and say I'm my own person. No man is an island. Go ahead, read.
At the Oxford Language Dictionary.
Yeah, what's that word?
Grievous. Of something bad, very severe or serious.
Right. And you grieved. In other words, like you grieve a pain, you grieve a passing loved one. That's what this is saying, right?
Okay.
Yeah. That it on that?
That's what it had. His death
Nope.
was a grievous blow.
A grievous blow. Right. Now read that text again.
1 John 5:3.
Right.
For this is the love of Yahweh.
Right.
That we keep his commandments.
Right.
And his commandments are not grievous.
His commandments are not hard. They're not. It's not like it's hard on you to lose a loved one, right?
Right.
So his commandments ain't hard.
Right.
That's what this is saying. His commandments ain't grievous. His commandments ain't. You ain't got to cry about it. You ain't got to cry all over it. All you got to do is you ain't got to sit up here. How come I can't do this? Because you ain't listen to your husband, woman. In other words, because the Most High is going to give that man the answer as long as he's what?
Right. Keeping the commandments.
Keeping
being
these,
righteous.
and following and keeping these commandments, keeping his children in order, keeping the house in order, man. You know, but a woman with 5 baby daddies and 5 children, right? 5 different ones.
5 children, 8 baby daddies.
8 baby daddies. Can't keep no order in no house. You got men running in and out of there.
Right.
All of the time.
Right.
And then every last one of them gonna bring up Valentine's Days, right?
Right.
Every last one of them gonna say, "Here's your candy. Where's mine?" And then you go sleep with that one, right?
Right.
And then next one coming. Now you come at 8 o'clock. Am I right or wrong? And this man going off to a damn party somewhere, party, right? And then I don't want to use no name, but whatever. Then here come the next blow, Joe Smith.
Right.
He in there. He popping it, right? And this woman just barely have time to go and clean herself. All right? Then he bring her chocolates, right? Now she got chocolates. What she got? Cards, chocolates.
Cars, clothes.
Oh, no, not yet. No, you got to have the third. Let's got to have the third one. He going to come in and bring.
Gonna bring the food, the steak.
He going to bring the food, the steak. Say, I'm hungry. Can you make a brother something? And he going to lay up with her for 3 hours, right? All right, then you got number 4. Here it is, 1 o'clock in the morning. He popping around. He done been popping around out there all the time, right? Now he gonna bring her. Well, here's that dress you've been wanting. By the way, it's red. What Johnny Gill said, put on the red dress and the perfume, and here she comes. She eating all that up. Another baby daddies, right? He don't have 4 men done pop seed in her in less than 8 hours. Am I right or wrong?
A whole graveyard.
And that's a whorish woman. But that's because they don't have the wisdom. That's what the Bible is trying to tell you. You don't have the wisdom to understand that there's no love in Valentine's Day, sis. That ain't it. That find your man and you'll understand. Read and he'll help you follow these commandments. That's love. Right? It ain't. You shouldn't be grieving. And then when you leave, you're grievous. And you all up in hype now, right?
Right.
And you never followed the commandments before in your life, but you sitting up there just you sinning, you kata like we read last night, right? You sinning, and in other words, you doing the opposite of it. So you mad now because your conscience is pricking you, just saying, "Oh man, I still ain't got love." Am I right? And the next man, the last one, he bringing you back the breakfast blunt in the morning. You smoking that because you still trying to find love. Because Valentine's Day, you done read 24 hours, all that. Oh, you come back all dirty. Now you take a bath. Now go ahead, bro.
Then the reason they can't find love because they got so many different emotions from dealing with so many different men.
They got all these emotions of what we would call the spirit.
Right, spirit.
They got so many zeals and spirits up in them of wickedness. Go ahead.
So like, you got one man telling you this, then you got another man telling you something different. Then you got another man that wants you to do right. Right. But you want to listen to the other man and do wrong with him.
Right. Right. All of it is so discombobulated till you can't find love in oh man. You can't find love that way, sis. Like you can't find love by destroying yourself like that. But let's go to Proverbs 31:10. Who can find a virtuous woman, man? Because if you find her, you're gonna find somebody the opposite of what we've been reading about this whorish woman trying to find a Valentine's Day gift. It's pretty much like Christmas and all these other days, but that's what Valentine's Day is getting ready to be. When is that? The 14th? Getting ready to happen? Yeah, we just trying to do a class in here trying to warn you ahead of time. Read that. Who can find a virtuous woman? Because that's what you need to be. That's what the women need to be. Because it all started with you sitting up here disobeying your husband. Right. Adam, you should have kept Eve. But Eve sitting up here, out here talking to, here Adam is. He going tilling the garden, and what Eve doing? She going off somewhere, going to the other nations. Going there and put on her little dress and say, "What can I do?" Well, y'all tell you what, don't worry about that man over there, man. Let me tell you what. Let me tell you what you should do. You ain't gonna surely die. Oh yeah, you mean I can go in here and I can disobey my husband and I can enjoy Valentine's Day, go put on another way. Oh yeah, that's what Satan said. That's what the white man said. Right. I can go ahead and I can do that. Yeah. Go ahead. Read for me what a Proverbs 31 woman should be doing instead of obeying the most subtle beast. Right?
Right. Proverbs 31:10.
Go.
Who can find a virtuous woman?
Right.
For her price is far above rubies.
Her price is far above rubies, man. Who can find her? It's a rhetorical question. It's trying to say, where's she at?
Right.
Who can find that virtuous woman, man? Because when you find her, this is what you're going to find her. I'm going to tell you where you're going to find her at. Where you going to find her at, Claudio?
In the I.S.U.P.K.
Clap it up for the brother. You find her for her in the I.S.U.P.K. under command, and that's a fact. Under command of General YAHANNA. You know, you ain't gonna find her out there in that world, bro. That woman got to be under the scriptures, man. She got to be under the auspices of her husband. He has the wisdom. He has the understanding. He has the knowledge here in the I.S.U.P.K. All these fake camps out there, there ain't nothing out there. All these different worlds of dope, worlds of negligee parties, right? World of listen to the advice of another woman, and that's another thing that cut off our women. They listen to the other women,
Right.
you know. But why? By that time, the white man has caught you so caught up in the Valentine's Day. Now you think that, oh man, you know, I just gotta have this Valentine's Day, no matter what. So I don't care what I do. And then some man gonna always be out there to entice you. Now all of a sudden you sleeping with the white man now, right? Now you doing whatever it takes to try to do what? Find love. Read that again. Who can find what?
Who can find a virtuous woman?
Right.
For her price is far above rubies.
Far above rubies. Right?
Right.
Any more on that?
Lie.
What we at?
We're going back to Deuteronomy 13
Yeah.
and 11.
Yeah.
I mean 13 and 10.
No. Finish reading, what did I say? Proverbs?
Oh, Proverbs.
Yeah, read that.
Yeah, Proverbs 31 and
10, yeah.
10.
Finish reading that.
Who can find a virtuous woman?
Right.
For her price is far above rubies.
Right. Finish reading 11.
The heart of her husband doeth safely trust in her, so that he shall have.
Do what? Say that again?
The heart of her husband doeth safely trust in her.
Now, why he trusting her?
Because he know that she's not gonna be out there doing any and everything.
She not gonna sit up here and bring him to a piece of bread. She ain't gonna be no horse woman, though.
Right.
That's the Proverbs 31 woman that we're looking for.
Right.
Right. Not somebody that's gonna follow a Valentine's Day, you know.
Right.
Finish reading. So
that he shall have no need of spoil.
Start over. Read that again. Verse 11.
The heart of her husband doeth safely trust in her.
Right.
So that he shall have no need of spoil.
He have no need of spoil. That means that this woman, you know, this woman that you have, this Proverb 31, that the mind, I'm thinking
Right.
that I can trust in this woman.
Right.
Right? Because I ain't got to worry about her being spoiled, man.
Right.
I ain't got to worry about her being slept with, doing adultery, right?
Right.
I ain't got to worry about Valentine's Day. I ain't got to worry about her going down the street, cross the street, over the street, jumping the fence, trying to find some other man.
Right.
I ain't got to worry about that. I ain't got to worry about it because it's a damn shame that there are women out there like that, and more shame that there are men that allow them.
Right.
You know, go to the other wife. Finish reading.
Verse 12.
Right.
She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life.
This is what she would do. What?
She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life.
That's she. That woman. That's the Proverbs 31 woman. This is what love is, sis. You gonna do your husband good, not stress him out.
Right.
Right? Not evil, right?
Right.
Or what's evil? Rye. Right?
Kind of.
You don't do no rye. That's the Y'all join us for Lashawan Kodash class so y'all can understand what these words mean. Go ahead, read.
Verse 13.
Right.
She seeketh wool and flax, and worketh willingly with her hands.
What does this mean?
She make her own clothes, get her own clothes.
Get her own clothes, right? Clap it up for that brother right there. Now, what's a woman that get her own clothes and all that? That means she can work with her hands.
Craft.
She's skilled. She's a craftsman. She's skilled, right?
Right.
So she can help the family.
Right.
She can help her family. We got some down in there. What we got?
No, that's still the same.
Same thing?
From Sister Kimberly.
This woman, she go seeking wool. That means she go and she can buy the wool that she need to make clothing,
Right.
fringes and things like that, and flax. And she's working willingly. In other words, it ain't no. What's that word we read? She's not grieved. She ain't doing it like, well, I gotta do this stuff.
Right.
Yeah, I got to.
She gonna willingly do it.
She's gonna willingly do it, man. She's gonna willingly come out and say, hey, I love doing this. I love doing this for my husband. That's a happy woman. That's what Proverbs 31 woman we're looking for, right, Kalatazar?
Right.
We done put aside this horse woman for a second. We talking about the Proverbs 31 woman, right?
Right.
Finish reading.
Verse 14.
Right.
She is like the merchant's ships. She bringeth her food from afar.
These merchant ships, what do, man? They come up here, come to the dock. I mean, she going off afar. She going off shopping. In other words, this is a businesswoman, bro.
Right.
This is the woman you want to put stock in, man. This is
Right.
a woman that basically knows how to go shop. Read that. She's like a what? Merchant.
She is like the merchant's ships.
Right.
She bringeth her food from afar.
That means that to do that, you got to be really uptown to be about your business. Did you hear about it? She bringing syphilis back? Did you hear? Did you hear bringing gonorrhea back to you? She said she's bringing the real food, man. What you need, right?
Right.
Right?
Right.
And she's bringing back stuff. In other words, she's bringing back stuff to support the household, man. To help. This Proverbs 31 woman, right?
Right.
Finish reading.
She riseth also while it is yet night, and giveth meat to her household, and a portion to her maidens.
This woman feeding the maidens of the house. Who you think the maidens are?
The housemaids.
That's that man's other wife.
Right.
She's doing all that too, right?
Right.
This is evidence that the man got more wives. Her maiden. Who the hell you think a maiden is?
Right.
Huh? Then it says she rises also while it is what? Read that, verse 15.
She rises also while it is yet night.
Right. Here it is night. This woman, 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, got this crock pot house smelling good.
Right.
And here it is, because she knows when she gets up in the morning, somebody got to eat.
Right.
That man got to eat, right? Right. And do what? And give what?
And giveth meat to her household.
Give her food. Give what she needs, right?
Right.
Right? What the household needs. Go ahead. Because in other words, she got our household together, brother.
Right.
Proverbs 31 woman. Go ahead.
And a portion to her maidens.
Right. Go ahead. Read. 16.
She considereth a field and buyeth it.
She considereth a field and buyeth it, right? In other words, she's sitting over across the street saying, I can go there and buy this garden over here. And I can have corn, beans, what else?
Okra,
and what else? She already considered it. Businesswoman.
Right.
She get with her husband and say, husband, what you think about this right here? She ain't going over to this spot. She going over there. She considering it. She's thinking about it. Because her husband gave her the wisdom and showed her how to grow this damn garden.
Right.
And said, well, you know what, honey? I seen all this dark, rich land over here. And he said, well, go get it. So she considered that field. Right. Finish reading.
With the fruit of her hand.
Start off verse 16.
She considereth a field.
Right.
And buyeth it.
She bought it. Go ahead.
With the fruit of her hands, she planteth a vineyard.
Right. She planted a precious vineyard, man, with the fruit of her hand, because this woman's skill, right?
Right.
Go ahead, read it up. 17.
She girdeth her lions.
She girdeth.
She girdeth her lions.
Her loins.
Salakia.
It's no problem. Go ahead.
She girdeth her loins with strength, and the strengthen her arms.
Right. See, in other words, she making her body strong, man. Right?
Right.
Because that's what it's saying. She girding up her loins, man, and she making her body, she's strengthening her arms by the work that she's doing.
Right.
Right? Go ahead.
She perceiveth that her merchandise is good.
Right.
Her candle goeth not out by night.
In other words, this woman sitting up here, man, she done made so much product, and she's selling it. You know, even the corn, even the candles, even this clothing, even this what do you call it, the headpieces, even these garments, even the necklaces or whatever, man. She's sitting up here. I believe this is good, man. Because why? Why is it good? Because she's making money off of it, right? Righteous money, right?
Right.
Because for the family, right? And then she's guided by her husband. She do what? Verse 19.
She layeth her hands to the spindle, and her hands hold the staff.
Yeah, the staff. I don't know what that is, but I believe it's got something to do with sewing.
Yeah, I was about to say, that sounds like sewing.
Yeah, she's sewing. In other words, the spindle is definitely like the thing that go round and round with the thread on it. So she's making garments, basically. That's what she's doing, right?
Right.
Okay. In other words, read verse 20. We're about ready to done here. Finish. Yeah.
Go
ahead.
She stretcheth out her hand to the poor. Yeah, she reacheth forth her hands to the needy.
Right.
She is not afraid of the snow for her household.
What does that mean? What does that mean, woman? What's the women out there? She's not afraid of the snow for her household. Read the whole thing there. And the women in the audience right there. Tell me what that means.
She is not afraid of the snow for her household, for all her household are clothed with scarlet.
Right. She's not afraid of the snow of the household. Why ain't she afraid of that snow? To let you know that the man's in charge. Because he's teaching this woman to be a Proverbs 31. And now she's skilled now, man. Right. Anybody out there who you got? Shara, Jada, who's that?
Sister
Kim. Y'all, women. What does this mean? You know, it's Proverbs 31 woman, because that's what our women in I.S.U.P.K aspire to be, right? If they're not already there, or they aspire, have aspirations to be a Proverbs 31 woman. Right? She ain't afraid of the house. Anybody? Anybody write something?
Lie.
Okay. Good. Now just let them answer it. See what they got. We're getting ready to end up on this right here. Basically what this is saying, I don't know, give it a few more seconds. The man has put on his gloves and he shoveled a walkway all ready for you.
Right.
He ain't up there playing no video games. You know, we gotta bring the man back into it, right? He ain't up there on his butt playing video games. He didn't shovel that walk. This ain't a woman's job to go out there and shovel the snow, man. It's the man's job. Let him go out there and do that job.
Right.
Move so that woman can get out there and get. She ain't afraid of the snow, because then she got her boots on, man. The man done bought her boots, man. Made sure, you know, and then she done went down there and found out the right size. And the man said, "Yeah, pick them up for yourself. I got the snow covered for you, baby."
Right.
I got the other shovel this walk, right? You know, in some places, man, that snow, whatever snow you got down there, 2-3 feet of snow, that man got that snow up there. Because she's got a proper household, because she's a Proverbs 31 woman. And that's where we're going to end up on that, man. This is, we'll end it up right there. We'll let you know that a Proverbs 31 woman is what you want to see. That's where the love is in following your husband. The love is in following the husband, because he's going to teach you what?
Keep
the law, statutes, and commandments. And following your husband is part of the law, statutes, and commandments, right? it's not grievous, man. That's the love that you want to seek after. You don't want to seek after the most subtle beast in the forest, man. In this forest of America, you don't want to go follow after the white man. You don't want to envy the oppressor.
Right.
You don't want to do that. That's what's going to get you in trouble. That's what's going to keep us always trying to seek love. And as long as the women out there seeking love, because that's what we read about where sin started from. As long as these women seeking love, they won't follow their husband. They'll be out there trying to find the next venture of the next man.
Right.
That's what's happening, and that's why. And if they'll be always trying to find the next Valentine's Day. Yeah, that's why this thing goes on year after year after year, trying to find the next Valentine's Day. Instead of being with your husband. We're gonna have the 54th annual Passover, and you follow your husband. All blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians are invited, and that's what the woman should be following your man. If you want to find what love is, go there. Keep the law, statutes, and commandments. We'll show you what love is when you follow the Proverbs 31 woman.
Right.
We got women. You'll see what a Proverbs 31 woman is down there, right?
Right.
You'll see that, and that's where we're going to be under Commanding General YAHANNA, right? So we finish up on that. Let's finish up on that, and let's Amadia. Pick the strolls. Surla Hakwim means turn and face the east. Lord's Prayer. Abanawa. Shabashumaya. Wadash. I.S.U.P.K. Yahweh. Alapaka. Thaba'ah. Ratazaya. I.S.H.P.K. Barataza. Taiwa. Ayah. Bashamaya. Talanawa. Lakam. Koyawam. Masalakinawa. Awawapinawa. Masalakinawa. Awawapinawa. Mala'ah. Thaba'ayanawa. Banasayawan. Abal. Hawashayanawa. Mayan. Rai. Kaya. Kah. Amalakwa. Wahala. The Alaniam. Aman. What we said in the Hebrew, we say in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, kingdom come, that will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, the glory, ever.
Forever.
So be it.
So be it.
I caught the power. Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bashim Yahushua,
Bashim
Yahushua,
Yahushua,
Bakalinawa, Akak, Larba, Kal Malaka, Call, Malaka, Wakal, Marawa, Akak, Lakahar, Amatazorium, Akak, Lahakwium, Amapium, Akak, Arakawaf, Amata'ala, Lagarshim, Rasham, Yahushai, the water, Aman. What we said in Hebrew, we say in English. Lord, in the name of Yahushua,
Lord, in the name of Yahushua,
please give us the power,
please give us
power to heal all manner of sickness,
power to heal all manner of sickness,
all manner of disease,
all manner of disease,
power to cleanse the lepers,
power to cleanse the lepers,
power to raise the dead,
power to raise the dead,
power against unclean spirits,
power against
to cast them out,
to cast them out.
in the name of Yahushua, thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Bless Israel. Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bashim Yahushua, Rakinawa, Washarala, Wayabayaf,
Barbayaf,
Saparias, Barak, Raba'ah, Agan, Bashim Yahushua, the water.
But the water.
Amen.
Amen.
What we said in the Hebrew, we said in English. Lord, in the name of Yahushua,
Lord, in the name of Yahushua,
bless us,
and
Israel, and the school. Bless, heal, shield, and protect.
Bless, heal, shield, and protect
our loved ones.
In
the name of Yahushua, thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Psalms 121. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Hawariam, Mayan, Yaba'ah, Azaria, Ma'aina, Yahweh, Ashab, Shamam, Warataza, Ayatan, Ramawat, Wagalyaka, Ayanawam, Shamarka, Anala'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yashan, Yashamar, Yasharala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Ayad, Yamyanka, Yamamam, Ashamash, La'ah, Wayaka, Wayarak, Layala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Nakalrai, Shamar, Afnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tazafka, Wabawaka, Ma'ata, Wa'id, Awalam. What we said in the Hebrew, we say in the English. I lift up mine eyes.
I lift up my eyes
to the hills,
to the hills,
from which cometh my help.
My help,
my help cometh from the
my
Lord,
help cometh from the Lord,
which made the heaven and earth.
which made the heaven and
He
earth.
will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy
He
foot
that
to be
keepeth
moved.
thee
He that keepeth
will
thee
not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth
he
Israel,
that keepeth Israel
will neither slumber or sleep.
shall neither slumber
The
nor
Lord's
sleep.
thy keeper.
The Lord is thy
The Lord
keeper.
is shade upon thy
The Lord
right
is shade upon
hand.
the
The
right
sun
hand.
shall not smite thee by
The
day,
sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon
The
by
Lord
night.
shall preserve thee
The Lord shall preserve thee
from all evil.
from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy
The
soul.
Lord shall preserve thy going out
The Lord shall preserve
and
thy
thy
going
coming
out
in
and thy coming in
from this time
from
forward
this time forth
and even
and even
forevermore.
forevermore.
Psalms 83. Alahayat,
Alahayim,
Adamiyah,
Adamiyah,
Laka,
Laka,
Avakarash,
Avakarash,
Wayah,
Wayah,
Ashikwat,
Ashikwat,
Oh, Kayahanna, Awayabadika, Yahama, Yawan, Ra'ash, Alayah, Yamrawa, Sawada, Ayata, Yatazawa, Altazawanyaka, Amrawa, Lakawa, Wanakakadam, Magaya, Wala'ah, Yakaza, Sham, Nasharala, Awada, Kaya, Natazawa, Laba, Yakarwa, Ayawa, Bariwa, Yakarafwa, Alahaya, Arawam, Washamaj, Alaham, Waba, Wagariam, Gabal, Wamawan, Wamalak, Palashat, Amyashabika, Tazawar, Gamashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Ayawa, Zarawai,
Sarawai,
Labanya,
Labanya,
Lawat,
Lawat,
Salah,
Salah,
Asha,
Asha,
Laham,
Laham,
Kamadian,
Kamadian,
Kasiyah,
Kasiyah,
Sara'ah,
Sara'ah,
Kabadian,
Kabadian,
Banakol,
Banakol,
Kukwashwan,
Kukwashwan,
Nashamadwa,
Nashamadwa,
Bayan,
Bayan,
Da'ara,
Da'ara,
Hayawa,
Hayawa,
Daman,
Daman,
Ladama,
Ladama,
Sayatamwa,
Sayatamwa,
Nada,
Nada,
Yamawa,
Yamawa,
Karab,
Kara,
Slakia. Wakazabak, Wakazabak, Wakazal,
Zal,
Mana'ad,
Mana'ad,
Kalna Sekamwa,
Sikamwa,
Asha,
Asha,
Amarwa,
Amarwa,
Nasharasha,
Nasharasha,
Nanawa,
Nanawa,
Af,
Af,
Nawa'af,
Nawa'af,
Alahayam,
Alahayam,
Alahaya,
Alahaya,
Shayatamwa,
Shayatamwa,
Gaya Gaya,
Gaya Gaya,
Kakwash,
Kakwash,
Lapanya, Lapanya,
Lapanya,
Raka'ah,
Raka'ah,
Ka'ash,
Ka'ash,
Taba Ira,
Daba Ira,
Wakalaba,
Wakalaba,
Galahat,
Galahat,
Hiram,
Hiram,
Khan,
Khan,
Daradakma,
Daradakma,
Basa Arika,
Basa
Wabasa,
Wabasa,
Wapatka,
Wabaka,
Talahalam,
Talahalam,
Mala'ah,
Mala'ah,
Kayaham,
Kayaham,
Kalawan,
Kalawan,
Wayabakwashwa,
Bakashwa,
Kashamka, Yahawa,
Yahweh,
Yabashwa,
Yabashwa,
Waya,
Waya,
Bawalwa,
Bawalwa,
Ayah,
Ayah,
Aid,
Aid,
Waya,
Waya,
Kaparwa,
Kaparwa,
Waya,
Waya,
Abawa, Waya,
Waya,
Da'awa,
Da'awa,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Ata,
Ata,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Yahawa,
Yahweh,
Labadwa,
Labadwa,
Ayawan,
Ayawan,
Akol,
Akol,
Haratazah.
Haratazah.
What we said in the Hebrew, we say in the English. Keep not thy silence.
Keep not thy silence.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
hold not thy peace.
hold not thy peace.
Be not still.
Be not still.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
below
below
thine enemies
thine
make a
enemies
tumult,
make a tumble.
and they that hate thee,
They that
and
hate
lift
thee,
up their head,
and lift up
they have
their
taken
heads,
crafty counsel
they have taken crafty
against thy people,
Against thy people.
and consulted
And they have consulted
against thy hidden ones.
against thy hidden
They have
ones.
said,
They have said,
Come,
come,
let us cut them off
let us cut them
from
off
being a
from
nation,
being a nation.
that the name of Israel
The name of
may be
Israel
no more in
Be
remembrance.
no more in remembrance.
They have consulted together
They have
with
consulted
one consent.
With one consent.
They're confederate against
They
thee.
are confederate against
Tabernacles of Edom,
Tabernacle of
Israelites,
Israelites,
Moab, Hagarites,
Hagarites,
Baal,
Baal,
Ammon,
Ammon,
Amalek,
Amalek,
The Philistines, the inhabitants of Tyre, Ashur is also joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah. Do it to them. As to the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, and the brook Kasan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung of the earth. Make their nose like a red, like Zeeb. Yea, all the princes of Zabah and Zalmunna, who said, let us take to ourselves the house of God in possession. Oh my Yahweh, make them like a wheel, as a stumble before the wind, as a fire that burneth the wood, as a flame that set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest. Make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. Oh Yahweh, let them be confounded and trouble forever. Let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, are the Most High over all the earth. Sir, prepare, salute to Torah. Mam Shabbat. Mad. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shabrak, Yah.
Yah Bashem, Yah Shabrak, Yah.
Put scrolls down. Go on again. This concludes our Sabbath services. We're going to salute out. Does anybody like to get anointed? Good? Good? Yeah. Okay. This concludes our Sabbath services. We're going to salute out, right? Mam Shabbat. Imagine. Barak. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shabbat. Face the sisters. Mam Shabbat. Imagine. Barak. Yahweh Shema Alatah Hashem, Yahweh Shai. For this we say, dismissed. Yasamatah.